Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. Rob here. I hope you enjoyed the intro to this video. I took that from the movie They Live, and if you haven't seen that film, go do yourself a favor and watch it. You probably won't like it, but there's an awesome fight scene in it and some really cool lines. And I'm going to say one of those lines right now. I'm going to tweak it just a bit. But I came to YouTube today to do two things: chew bubble gum and show some baseball cards.
And I'm all out of bubble gum.
And I'm going to share with you some of my recent pickups that I've accumulated over the last month or so. And before I get to those, I'm going to show a gift from my buddy Dan, aka Yaz Fan, one of the best members in our community. He gives me a ton of support, and I know he supports a lot of other channels. And Dan sent me a gift, and I will show it right now. Here's one of the cards. My boy, Paul O'Neill. One of the worst trades the Reds ever made. And on the back, we got Jose Barrio, I believe. I think he changed his last name at one point, and the Reds have released him since. But here's a guy right here, Mr. MVP, Joseph Daniel Votto. You guys know I'm a huge Joey Votto fan. Love that card. Will he be a Hall of Famer one day? The answer is yes. He's definitely going to get in. Next, this guy is in the Hall of Fame, and another MVP, Johnny Lee Bench. Look at the image on this card right here. I believe this is from Topps Gallery. Greatest catcher ever to do it. And then I got this card. Man, I did not have this, Dan. This is awesome. It's my boy, George Foster, on the oversized Topps card. I believe this is from 1980. Yeah, 1980. And I have no idea how these were issued. Did they come out of a pack? Let me know in the comments. But, man, another MVP. What a year he had in 1977, George Foster. Look at those chops. One of my favorite Reds of all time. So, Dan, thank you, my friend. Thank you so much for just being my friend. I love talking to you on and off of YouTube. So now, let's get to my pickups for the month or so. The first one, now, this is the first time I'm showing this card on my channel. I did show it on another channel. I did a video with Adam from Pinson the Flood and Mike Jayhawker. We did a video, and it's posted on Adam's channel, about Vada Pinson, and I had a blast. We showed a ton of Vada cards, talked about him. Man, it was so much fun. And I showed this card on Adam's channel, but now I'm going to show it on mine for the first time. It's this 1962 post serial of my guy, Vada Pinson Jr. Look at that card. And the cool thing about this one, this is the Canadian version. How about that? Love it. It's hand cut and it's perforated right here. So I thought that was pretty neat. These are blank backs as they were cut off of cereal boxes. But man, it's just a beautiful card. And this is the first post cereal card in my collection. And I'm so glad that it is Vada. So that was an awesome pickup from me. And then this one, man, this is a pretty cool card. Recently, me and my buddy Dave over at Peacemaker Cards, we did an episode for our Cincinnati Reds Hall of Fame Spotlight Series where we talked about Ernie Lombardi. And man, that was fun as well. We showed some pretty cool cards of Ernie, and I was able to get this one after that show. But man, so glad to get it. It is a postcard of my guy, Ernie Lombardi. I believe this is from the 1937 to 39, hopefully I say this right, Orcajo postcard series. And man, it has an amazing image of Ernie. My favorite image of this guy. Look at this. How beautiful is that? Now, this card has issues. It is beat up a bit. It's got some creasing, some not very good corners, but the image is absolutely ridiculous. Beautiful, beautiful card. You can see a lot of damage here on the back. I don't know if that's paper loss or paper added. Got the old postcard back, and this does have some advertising on it. I think it's Val Decker packing. And in this set, it was all reds except for one card. I'll talk about that here in a second. But there were three different advertisers that had their name on the cards. Some of the cards did not have advertising. You'll see that it's just a blank on the front. But there is one card, like I said, that is not a Reds player, and it's from 1939, and it is Jolton Joe DiMaggio. And people have no idea why this set or these cards are all reds except for Joe D. A lot of people think it's probably because he was the 1939 MVP and was popular, and they just wanted to add him to the set. But man, these cards are so cool. Love it. And one other thing about this card that makes it even more special is that my favorite Ernie Lombardi card is the 1939 Reds team issue. And if you look pretty closely, it's the same image. How about that? Isn't that amazing? I love it. I absolutely love it. So I was really happy to add that one to the collection, and I got that for under $50. The better, obviously, the better condition ones go for more. So, but I was still happy to get that in the collection. And then, man, I am over the moon about this next card. This is one I have tried to find for at least 2 to 3 years and have just come up short. They never pop up. There's been one on eBay for a while, maybe during that whole same period of time, and it's just not in the condition that I want. I look at it all the time and I think about buying it, but I'm like, I just can't deal with that condition. And then finally, one came up for auction on Greg Morris, and I snagged it. One of my favorite reds. I was able to get this 1961 Kahns of my guy, Jim Maloney. Look at this card. I absolutely love the image of Jim Maloney on this card. It is a thing of beauty, and this is a rookie card for him. His rookie card, it came out in 1961, and what a player, not just for the Reds. I mean, this guy was a stud back in the 60s. I mean, if you look at a lot of the league leader cards from that time, you'll see Koufax, Drysdale, Gibson, guys like that, but you'll also see Jim Maloney. I mean, he was so good. Here's the back. Pretty cool card, man. Man, was finally able to get this one. You guys know I have a ton of Jim Maloney cards, and this one just eluded me for a long time. And so happy to add that one to the old PC. Next, this is my guy right here. I'm working on a graded run of this man, and I haven't found, I'm trying to look for just really good examples of his cards. So they're not, I mean, he's got a ton of cards out there, but I'm just trying to find the perfect one. So I'm taking my time with his run. And in the meantime, I'm knocking off a few of these little quote unquote oddball cards. And I was able to get this 1970 Milton Bradley of my boy, Peter Edward Rose. Look at that card. How awesome is that image of Pete? A young Pete Rose. And I don't know much about the Milton Bradley set. I'm assuming it was definitely a game that was played back in 1970. But man, this card is sweet. Here's the back. How neat is that? But yeah, Pete Rose, man. I'm trying to find anything Pete Rose, and especially that looked like this. And this was cheap, man. This was a really inexpensive card. Probably paid, I don't know, less than $40, maybe 30 something for this, all in. But a beautiful, beautiful example. Awesome card. Happy to add that one as well. And then last but not least, this one you might chuckle a little bit about. And you're probably going to ask yourself, Rob, what are you thinking? Why did you buy this card? And I'm just going to go ahead and show it. I got this postcard of a 1971 Mercury Montego. Look at that beautiful card. 1971. I can picture Chris from Missouri cruising down the road in one of these back in the day. But it's a really, really cool card. I'm covering the flip intentionally because I don't want you to see something on there. But when you look at the back of this, you're going to know why I bought it. And you just do not see these every day. Do not see them every day. So see if I can do a little reveal here. And see if you know who these guys are on this card. Yes, it is Pete Rose again and my guy, Johnny Lee Bench. Look at that. How awesome is this card? I love picking up stuff like this, stuff you just don't see every day. But back in the day, man, back in the 70s, Pete and Johnny had businesses together. I think a lot of players did that. They would go on to kind of not get along later in their careers and lives, but I think they made up before Pete died. But man, just such an awesome, awesome card. Love that they had this dealership in Dayton, Ohio. Not sure how many locations they had back in the day, but they do mention Rose and Bench on the flip. Just an amazing, amazing card. And I believe there are different cars that you can get. I don't know how many. I do have a friend that has one of these, and it is a different car. I can't remember the car off the top of my head, but this was such a fun pickup and a fun video to make. And thank you guys for sticking with me. Y'all take care and God bless. Bye.